And now please direct your attention to the field and join us in welcoming Chicago's own Grammy-nominated multi-platinum recording artist, Fall Out Boy.
My name is Joe Truman, and I play guitar in a band called Fall Out Boy. When I decided, when I was a lot younger than I am now, that I wanted to start playing guitar, I think a lot of that came from being into, listening to a lot of like older metal, like old Slayer and Metallica and stuff. I was always playing instruments, like I was playing like trombone and I was playing viola and stuff. I didn't really like playing any of those things. And my dad told me if I got, like, when I was in like 4th grade, he told me if I got like B's and C's on my report card, that he would get me a guitar. So he bought me he ended up buying me like a $50 guitar and a $50 amp from like a pawn shop type place. And that's kind of how I started playing, and I've always loved playing guitar ever since.
She says she's no good with words, but I'm worse. But started out a joke of a romantic stuck to my tongue.
I think like being from Chicago and living in Chicago, like I have a lot of pride about the city. Being from the Midwest, I think there's like a Midwest mentality with everything. Like everyone's like really laid back and everyone's really nice to each other and takes care of each other. And so, being a band from Chicago and the fact that today we're at US Cellular Field and we're playing the White Sox game and stuff, I think it's really cool to be able to support a Chicago team and just be a part of Chicago, like history in general, be a part of the culture. Being from Chicago and the fact that Washburn is from Chicago, makes me twice as excited to be working with them because, I can kind of, it's sort of like keeping it in the family in a weird way.
Dave Karen came up to us one day. He had just spoken with Fall Out Boy, and he asked, he was interested in maybe possibly playing our double cut guitar, the Damen Idol. And he had some ideas that he wanted to maybe go over with us and see if we can possibly do it.
So the factory is like 40 minutes from where I live in the city, and drove out there. I met Dave, and me and Dave like hit it off like pretty much immediately, and he showed me around the factory and it was awesome, and I played some guitars and I like the guitars a ton, so from then on out, like, it's been awesome.
I gave him one of our standard guitars to check out to see if he was even interested at all. And then one thing led to another, to a dinner meeting when we decided that we were going to build these custom guitars for him.
Some of the stuff the artists take, they're just regular production, regular colors. Majority of the artists, they have a lot of specifics they want done, a lot of customizing. And usually what will happen, they'll either send the art to our art department or actually come into the shop.
So basically, I was given this pattern laid over top with gold hardware. And I was given this guitar, which is white with stripes, and silver hardware, it looks like, for the example of the guitar I'm supposed to use. So somehow I'm supposed to get this guitar to be black with this pattern over it. And it's this guitar we're doing for the guitar player in Fall Out Boy. So hopefully when we're done, it's supposed to look
like a handbag looking guitar, and it had a pattern, just kind of like, a fashion pattern on the whole entire thing.
There's one guitar that is very designer clothing influenced, I can just say.
The Joey Trommel.
It's really familiar. It's got a very familiar style to it, which I think like a lot of people will enjoy.
I like that. That's the name of that guitar.
There's a very special guitar we did, which was the Joey Trommel, and that he was definitely not expecting to turn out the way it turned out. With all the bullshit and all the nitpicking that we do here, like, why isn't this and this? You give it to the artist and he's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
So we had decals made up and just laid them out on there, sprayed the base coat color down, laid the decals out, put the next color on, just peeled it back. And I'm sure you'll see that on stage. He was pretty happy to get it.
We also are doing a guitar with just the band's logo on it, on the black guitar. It's just going to be this gold printed logo in the center of the body of the guitar.
They had sent this art to us a lot smaller. They sent what they wanted on the guitar, so we had it blown up to the size that we wanted it, and had a silk screen made. We were a little bit on a time schedule for that one.
Our number one concern here is to produce product, because our product pays the bills, so to speak. You know, we are a manufacturing facility, so therefore every number counts.
We run into a few problems with that around here, just because at the same time we're trying to get our production through, we're trying to get all our numbers, and then a lot of times we run into these really time-consuming artist pieces, and we don't want to rush them at all. We're not trying to put them on the back burner, and at the same time we're not trying to put the consumer on the back burner.
These two particular guitars that we're talking about, we got out with 3 weeks.
Just about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, and they had a custom inlay. You know, they were bound on the neck and headstock, which we don't normally do on that model, and they had a custom paint scheme.
David brought the guitars to my house a couple days ago, and I was pretty he opened them up, and I was like, I was pretty much like, holy shit.
He was like, holy shit.
These things are insane. Like, they looked awesome, and
I can't believe this is actually the guitar.
And then like yesterday was the first time I got to play them like live. I was like, wow.
I'm 2 quarters and a heart down, and I don't wanna forget how your voice sounds. These words are all I have, so write them. So you need them just to get by. Dance, dance, we're falling apart to have time. Dance, dance, these are the lives that you love to lead. Dance, this is the way they know. They knew how misery of me.
You can make the flashiest guitar, but if it doesn't have the quality, if it doesn't play, if it doesn't sound good, then who really cares?
Where, to me, the quality already is going to come with these guys. This crew is like the best I've ever seen. The thing that was the best to me is he's like, you know, all these dudes on the tour are like, they got the best guitar deal and our thing's the shit. And then he goes, and then I just walk in and go, pah, pah, look at this. I got the best now.